Actually, I'm not from the family that's like connected to sports. My father has a business it's like a wood company, and my mother is actually a pure musician. So as a child, I also used to sing, and actually I even went to some competitions, you know. So it's not always been about sports, but since I'm originally from a really small village, then it was normal back in the days. I hope still nowadays that children go out as much as possible, and we had around 10 kids who all like to do some sports like football and so on, basketball, whatever, you know, and thanks to that, there was also sports connected all with other stuff. So let's say since the fourth grade at school, I started to take the direction more into the sports, and that's when I went to the first volleyball training. Oh, I can't sing now. I haven't done it for 10 years, I think, and yeah, now I'm a little bit shy about it. So, but yeah, I was singing like most of the kids at school. That's normal, I think, and also I did it solo a little bit. So thanks to my mother mostly, of course, who didn't push me, but was quite normal turn of the events that we did something together, and she was playing the piano, I was singing, and I even won 2 local competitions, so was short but successful career. Actually, no. I mean, we had a piano at home, so I tried a little, but I wouldn't say it was some kind of music that came out from this one. So, and we also tried flute to connect with one of my competition songs in the beginning, but that was too confusing, you know, for me to connect these two things. So we decided in the end that it's only about singing. Like I said, I was in 4th grade at school. The volleyball trainings took place actually in the city around 30 kilometers from my home. So first year I had to travel every day, almost every day, to the city, 30 kilometers, and sure, my parents were a huge help, because without them it would have been really difficult, if not possible. So first year was really, really difficult. From the 5th grade, I continued. I went to the school because of this, to the city, and then it became more normal and part of the life. So I just had every day around 2-3 hours in the city, doing pretty much nothing, waiting for a practice, you know, and what can I say? I was always in the class with not the easiest guys around me, so we had some fun, and it was never boring for me. So it was that, and but the first practice and everything went quite fast, actually, because it was in the end of the summer, I think in August, and after 3 practices I was already invited to the competition. So I went there. I remember that. What happened there and on the court, I don't remember very well. I for sure was really nervous, because I just went to the practice and now I'm in the competition with older guys, and everything happened really fast. But yeah, I think I think it was a little bit unordinary to jump in the volleyball and straight in the competition, but it was for sure nice. And in general, all the youth, let's say, club competitions we had a really strong club inside of Estonia, so we were always fighting for the first place, second place. So was nice, and also difficult when you get older, because then at some point I played in 3 different ages, so it means a lot of competitions and traveling around. So since, I don't know, maybe 14, 15, everything went pretty crazy. It is very popular. What can I say? Football is football, I think, pretty much everywhere. So yeah, let's leave them. But in general, also there is basketball, but their results have not been so bright past couple of years. Also football, actually. I mean, by the level they are not that amazing, but you know, it's football and it's marketing and it's everything money inside, so we can still say football is still more popular, but thanks to the higher level with volleyball national team in the past years, thanks to Georgi Gretu, who is coaching Resovia, thanks to him also we made really big steps in front, and now we have a situation where when Estonian national team plays at home, I could even say the word that wherever we play, is it small, is it big gym, doesn't matter, it's always full. So I think it shows something, and it's really great atmosphere all the time. So volleyball is booming in Estonia. People love it. We give our best. We try to keep the highest level, win important matches, and so on. So right now we are on a good way for sure. Quite similar actually, because maybe a couple of years ago in Estonia was the situation where people, you know, maybe, I wouldn't like to say didn't know how to behave during the competition, but I think the fans also have improved, and because Estonian regular person is quite quiet and doesn't talk so much, so it takes a little bit, you know, whatever, couple of beers or whatever to get your voice loud in the gym. So, but as I said, the improvement has been huge in the last years, and now it's always loud. It's difficult to hear your own thoughts during the game, and it's amazing, sure. For me, first of all, was really easy to come here, because I would say it's really quite similar to Estonia. I mean, people around here and everything. I felt like home pretty fast. Compared to Italy, for example, was totally different, because the culture, everything, the people around, they are not similar to us, let's say, and it took some time, you know. People are more open there, and they speak a lot, and you know, for me it was a little bit tiring in the first, but in here was, yeah, what can I say? Really, the easiest explanation is it's really similar to Estonia, so I like it. The prices, probably. I mean, I lived past 4 years, 2 in Italy, 2 in Austria. So the life as itself was quite expensive in those 2 countries, and coming to Poland right now, the level of the prices is really like 2 times less in everywhere. So that was the first probably thing that I noticed, and it's obviously a good thing. But yeah, in general, I pretty much knew where I was coming, and it's not my first time in Poland. And as for the season, yes, but in general, I've visited Poland before, so I pretty much knew what to expect. And thanks to last year in Trento, I had idea how it's running in the big club like Skra, for example. So I was pretty much ready from the beginning, I think. I like that we have very often dinners, for example, with the rest of the guys in Kasper's restaurant in Platz. So I think it's nice that we don't only gather here in the gym and after that everybody goes his own way, you know. So because many players are here alone, and it's nice to have something to do also after the practice and on the free time. So this is one thing, and personally I for sure go to Galleria if I need something. There is nice Tesco and also cinema. But for me, cinema is a little bit complicated because there are very few films at one time without covering Polish or something like this. So I like to go to the cinema, and I like it that we have the opportunity here, but I need a little bit luck with this one. I had PlayStation twice. And both of them ended up me giving them to my younger brother because what can I say? I think I'm not a gamer, you know. I used to play more, I think, video games when everything was more based on computer. So back in the school, I used to do it more often, but now these days, I was thinking about it again, but then reminded me those last two occasions, and probably best if I don't do it. But yeah, in general, TV series, sure. I like to watch them, and also movies. That's for sure. I also have a couple of books at home, but so far, no luck with those. Capital is nice all around there. We have a really nice old town there, and it's also next to the sea. So that's for sure the place to visit. And personally, where I'm from, it's called Pärnu. It's another nice city, especially during the summer, because it's also close to the sea, and it's like a summer resort, reminding me a little bit maybe Gdansk-Sopot area. So we have that also in Estonia. I mean, it depends. I think about the timing when you're going. So for the summer, Pärnu is amazing for sure, and in general, it's Tallinn, and the other one is Tartu University town. So these three places, I think, are the main places there.